saw a video earlier today, James. Scrolling through, I think, Instagram or Facebook or something. It's like somewhere in New York, and this guy had posted all these posters and stuff up on the telephone poles or whatever. That's like, hey, this day of the week, come watch me eat a whole barrel of like cheese puffs. Like, you know those plastic like buckets of cheese puffs?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's like, hey, like this day, this time at this park, come watch me eat these cheese puffs. And a bunch of people showed up for it. There was like a whole crowd. This dude showed up. He was wearing a cape. He had a mask on, hiding his identity or whatever. People were cheering him on and all this stuff. And he was eating these cheese puffs. And I guess he said he had a gluten allergy. So I suppose it was also, not the best idea for him to do it, but he did it.
Yeah, you think?
And everyone was just having a great time. And I couldn't help but to think that this is unification. We need to see more of this in life.
So people just gathered. Just
people coming together to watch this dude eat some cheese puffs.
And it was just one, or just how many?
It was just one guy. One barrel. Just one barrel. Yeah, one whole barrel of cheese puffs. But, it's no political agendas, no racism, sexism, whatever. Just people living life, having a good time. So we need to see more of that.
So you may tell me no one had anything to do? They just stop the world and let's go see a man eat a barrel of cheese puffs.
Yeah. He didn't charge him. He just put out posters like, hey, I'm going to be doing this on this day. Come watch me do it if you want me to. He wore a mask. He hid his identity.
Okay, so no one knows what he looks like. It's just
ate some cheese puffs.
Boy, I tell you, I love America. I love America.
I don't know. It was great to see. And, when you see a bunch of like hate and anger everywhere, just see a group of people come together to watch him eat cheese puffs. So I was like, that's what we need. We need more of that.
So if I just put on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram that I'm going to go poop in the grass, well, not just any grass, just on, how can I say this? I have to come up with something.
See, that's not quite the same thing. It's a bit vulgar.
I mean, I don't see what's the difference between eating cheese puffs, but a barrel of cheese puffs. I feel like you can watch that online, which I probably would watch it online. If it was online, I probably would watch it.
Yeah.
Because on Instagram, you see a whole bunch of useless videos.
Yeah.
All the time.
I'm going to go find it now.
This could be my favorite story of the day.
I love it already.
Okay, this is some pretty cheesy stuff. We're going to warn you. Some guy, masked man, he calls himself the Cheese Ball Man. He has been talking about
the whole crowd is all white. So
hundreds of people
doesn't shock me, but
Union
hey,
Square over the weekend to watch him eat an entire container of cheese balls.
And I wish I had known about it. Yes, the 22-year-old man stayed unidentified. He wore that orange mask. He put posters around the city for weeks leading up to the feat, but I never saw one. Fans did. Hundreds of them were at Union Square to cheer him on as he chowed down the powdery puffs, but he's not very good at it. He explained afterwards that he hadn't practiced at all and has a gluten intolerance and was in significant,
he's choking there.
Significant gastrointestinal pain afterwards, but it's probably worth it forever. He will be immortalized as Cheese Ball Man.
Okay, now this is what
I don't care what you say. This man brought people together and gave them a good time.
And almost killed himself.
That's it. He brought people together.
Almost killed himself.
He knows what he's doing. He's eating a whole thing of cheese puffs. He's done this before. He's practiced. This is like competitive eating level of practice here. I don't care what you say, James. He brought people together and he made people happy.
Bless his heart. Bless his heart.
Hey, he's better than the pranksters like that just slap people in public as a prank, right? He's not hurting anybody.
No, he's not hurting anyone. Like I said, I'm not mad at him or anything. It's just okay. Hey man, everybody got something. Everybody got a gimmick.
You gotta find joy somewhere,
Everybody's got a gimmick. Everybody's got a gimmick. Bless his heart.
On the go, we're on a cruise with Jacob and James.
Holly hula girl.
So what's been going on with you? You watching any cool videos lately? You want me to pull something up?
No, that's okay. That's okay. Well, I mean, look, if depending on who's listening to this or how long you've been listening to this, we were the city of Houston was in a tornado.
2 tornadoes.
2 tornadoes. Well,
or twisters.
Or cyclones or whatever you want to call it, or something that only occurs like every 2 or 3 years. And it was crazy. So we haven't really done a podcast for a minute. It feels like it's been a long time. It feels like it's been 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Well, it's been a little bit, but we had some episodes come out.
Yeah.
Consistent.
This just doesn't feel like it because it's just been such a long time. Electricity's been out and all that. Didn't get electricity until Tuesday evening.
Yeah, that was the crazy thing. I heard. See, we didn't have any electrical problems. Our lights flickered, and that was about it. I didn't realize how bad it was until the next day when they were like 1 million people are out of power.
Yep, it was pretty bad. Down, I was like right directly in it. It got so dark, got as dark as nighttime, pitch dark almost. And it was just one of the craziest things I've ever seen.
Yeah,
it truly was. It was something to behold.
Did you see a twister?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, I did.
Oh,
I did.
It's kind of cool.
No, that's not cool being in it. It's like I tell you that much. It's definitely not cool being in it.
Oh man.
Seeing down power lines and down trees and stuff like that.
I know there were whole trees like uprooted.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. It was pretty crazy. And then the next day when I saw like on Westheimer was the only ones that really had electricity. There was a couple places around Westheimer that didn't, but for the most part, like the mall was open. Memorial City Mall was open, which has to be open because across from it is the hospital. So you have to have that. So many people lost electricity. There were some like the little down, not just the poles, but the little metal things that that keeps it all up and everything. That was just like completely uprooted. Right. And that's what took a long time for a lot of people to get electricity. Some people didn't get electricity until yesterday, from what I heard. I think a lot of customers now finally have power. What's that? What's that energy? Centerpoint. Yeah. Centerpoint had like a tracker where you can track down to see where the tornado, to see when your electricity comes on.
Well, they fine-tuned it as well after what happened. They made it to where it updates like a lot faster.
Mm-hmm. Which you did.
Yeah.
Which you did. Because I think they told ours was going to be on like on Tuesday. And they didn't give a time, which is supposed to do that. But that was also pretty cool to see. It was also very cool to see our mayor and our district attorney get into it live on TV and have an awkward exchange. So that's always fun.
That was kind of weird, right? Because the whole thing, it was like she wanted to repeat it in like his message in Spanish. Yeah, and I guess I don't know. It wasn't talked about beforehand, so he was ready to move on. The
whole time he just looked at her like, "You kidding me, right?"
Yeah, I just don't get why you just didn't have an interpreter.
They usually have an interpreter there. I don't.
Right, it just seemed kind of weird, right?
Yeah, anytime we've always had disasters or anything like that, we've always had like a person, right, to do it after the mayor gets done, or before the mayor, or whoever.
Yeah, because why are we gonna pause and repeat the message? I don't know. I just assumed you would have like a Spanish interpretation.
There was definitely some tension there. They've been beefing for a long time. And look, obviously everyone's frustrated.
I don't think they've been able to actually like sit down and meet since he's gone elected.
Probably not.
I think that was the first time they've probably been in the same space together.
It's my first time ever hearing him talk.
Oh, yeah?
To be honest with you, yeah. Because I never really heard him talk.
No.
It was also like, I get it. Everyone's like on frustration mode because, power's out. You got to restore power to people that need it.
Well, I mean, especially because initially they were like, oh, it's going to take weeks.
Yeah. Because that was the rumor. Yeah. They said weeks.
Yeah.
Which it kind of was. It did take kind of low key, did take a week. So, I get everyone. Everyone was a little bit bothered by that. But, at the end of the day, I'm glad that everyone was able to get their power back on.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you didn't have to deal with that. For the people who did, really did suck. I think you're supposed to get reimbursed for that too as well, for food being taken out. Like if you have food stamps, they're supposed to replenish that. Put the food back on the card.
Oh,
put the money back on the card that you lost. And I think with FEMA, I forgot how that goes. Now don't quote me on any of this stuff, because I don't have the full information. But my sister told me about it as well. You're supposed to get like $700 from FEMA.
Oh wow!
From this stuff as well. From not everybody's gonna get it, obviously, but I think I don't know how that goes. But she told me about it. So yeah, downtown looked a mess.
Oh yeah, it's still a mess.
Yeah, I haven't been down there, so I don't know what it looks like now.
I mean, there's still like chunks of glass like falling off of buildings. It's
You kidding me?
no.
Well, I'm pretty sure the areas that have that probably cut off.
It's shut down and evacuated and whatnot. But yeah, like as of yesterday, they were saying like there's still like pieces of glass like falling out of windows and whatnot. But
Damn.
yeah,
Wow, that is insane. But yeah, but other than that, everybody made it out fine. It's just been a hell of a week for everybody. So hopefully now things can get back to normal. How'd it go on your end, like work wise and stuff?
I mean everything went just as
flood, no trees falling. Just it was just a normal day in Jacob's World.
I was not affected at all whatsoever.
Just a normal day in Jacob's World.
Not yeah. I lucked out. We lucked out very.
I mean, it's a good
much.
thing. It's a good thing. I mean, I don't know how much luck you can count into it because Houston it's hurricane season and we haven't had hurricanes in a long time.
Well, we're supposed to have a really active one this year, so.
And you can't tell me we're gonna dodge all of them.
Yeah.
You can't tell me we're gonna dodge all. I think we're gonna get at least about 1 or 2.
Well, that's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, one devastating one, and one that's just kind of like, just kind of breaks up.
Yeah,
that's what I think is gonna happen. This is what happens when you live off the coast of Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah,
I think in the Middle East, in the Midwest, all you gotta worry about is snow blizzards. Which is not fun. So yeah,
those are worse.
It's been a fun week. But that's all I got for you.
On the Gold Podcast with Jacob and James. It's freaking rad, brother. Rad.
I got a question for you though.
What do you have?
So, the court system made a oopsie daisy. They gave you a ticket you don't deserve. To extend an olive branch, they offer you 2 choices. $150 and a free meal for 2 at Applebee's, Chili's, Red Lobster, Olive Garden. That might as well be nothing. These things are...
Well, Red Lobster's going out of business. Well, they're not going out of business, but they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah, I just thought about that when I was reading this. But, or a chance to punch any person in the face. Though if you choose the option, the person can punch you back at an undisclosed time of their choosing. Which would you prefer?
Well, obviously, I'm not going to show. This was Joel's idea, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because you didn't clarify that one.
No.
You said you got a question.
I was just going to ask you the question.
Oh, okay. No,
You're trying to be smooth with it, James, bro.
But Joel has some good questions because I know last week he had some good questions. This is a good one. I'm never gonna get punched. So, Red Lobster. God, I used to work there. I hate that place. I hate Red Lobster.
Going out of business.
They're not going out of business. As much as I want them to, they're not going out of business. Chili's is going out of business though.
Just a few of these, I'm pretty sure, are having like real bad money issues.
Okay,
right
you go. I'll pick it back off of you.
What?
I'll pick it back off of you.
Oh, $150 and a free meal.
Well, I'll take the $150.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on what the meal is.
That's why I'm taking it. It's $150.
I don't want the meal though.
I mean, I guess you don't have to choose. You don't have to take the meal.
I said we can go to hell with the meal.
But if they're gonna give me money for a ticket, I'll take the money.
What if the meal is with someone else? So you have to have a meal with someone.
It doesn't specify.
I know it doesn't specify.
It's a free meal for 2, so it's whoever you want.
I don't know. Joel likes to trip you up on these questions.
There's no more. There's no more words here, James.
He likes to trip you up, man. He like to mind read you.
The trip up is the you get to punch somebody in the face, but then they get to punch you at any other time.
Ain't nobody doing that one, so I don't know why that would even be a question.
Right? You're gonna offer me money? I'll take the money and the food.
Like anything that says money and food, yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Yeah.
So that's no need to even go further on that one.
There you go.
All right, what else you got?
This is a paragraph, so I'm trying to read. Okay, so you just turned 18. Like every adult, it's time to shed your childish things. Though this world is different. In this world, everyone has an imaginary friend, and everyone can see it. Really? See, I didn't read this beforehand. All right, so basically, I'm gonna paraphrase this question.
Okay.
So, in this world, imaginary friends exist. It's like Foster's. It's like that If movie coming out.
It's already out.
Such an original idea. But in this world, there's imaginary friends. However, the government doesn't like the imaginary friends. So whenever someone turns 18, they offer the newly turned 18-year-old $1 million to give the government their imaginary friend. Because they want to get rid of the imaginary friends. Would you commit imaginary genocide for $1 million? It's basically what this question is asking.
That's a crazy question. Not gonna lie.
The government would like to pay you $1 million in exchange for getting rid of your imaginary friend. They explain that 25% of the population has done so and have grown to become more financially stable. Yeah, you're throwing out millions.
Yeah, duh.
Would you get rid of your imaginary friend for $1 million? And on the back end, just know that you've attributed it to some sort of genocide.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
But you can jump in a bank full of money like Scrooge McDuck.
Yeah, it'd be nice if I could actually use it. But
you can use that money towards all the therapy you're going to need because you sacrificed what is, in this scenario, is a living being.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm not doing that. Yeah, morally, yeah, I can't do that. It's a sick question. I'm not gonna lie, this is sick.
Yeah, see, you were worried about the Applebee's question.
Yeah,
this one down here.
That's a sick ass question. I don't know what's going on in his life to come up with that.
You're over
one.
here questioning the free meal and the $150.
I was just trying to expand the conversation on that one, but that last one, yeah, that's a sick ass question, man. I don't know what the hell going on in this world for him to come up with that one,
right.
But yeah, we're good on that one.
This is the one you had to look at. I was like, wait a minute, what are they doing with the imaginary friends? What are you taking these guys?
Bless his heart. Lord have mercy.
So yeah, those were the other questions that Joel had sent in.
Oh, okay, nice.
So wanted to see what your
some scary
thoughts on those. Right? He thought he was being slick with the imaginary friend one, but
yeah.
I caught on to what he was saying.
Yeah,
I caught on to what that was.
I wonder if he saw the movie yet.
I don't think he has.
No,
I haven't seen the movie yet.
Yeah,
I didn't realize. Okay, so I didn't realize that the big purple thing in that movie is also named Blue.
Yeah, it's Blue.
I didn't know that.
I was like, John Krasinski, you need to pay up on Cartoon Network, sir. The creators of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends need their money.
There's got to be some sort of connection.
Yeah,
there's got to be, right?
You got to hint that out. Like, come on, man, you just can't sit there and use a name that's been reputable to a cartoon show. It's like using Big Bird and using it for something else.
On top of that, you put Ryan Reynolds in it.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. I think it's just somehow an unconnected movie that has the same idea. I guess it depends on how much Cartoon Network wants to press it. You know,
True.
Because they probably should have done that already.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely. He even looks like him. He looks like Blue.
Well, with the blue tone, but he's like purple.
Yeah, he's just purple.
He's just big and purple. So, which
purple
also
and furry.
There's a big purple furry imaginary friend Foster's.
Which is one of my favorite characters.
Who came up with this idea? Hold on. Steve Carell's in this.
Yeah, Steve Carell.
Directed by John Krasinski, written by John Krasinski, produced by John Krasinski, Allison Seeger, Ryan Reynolds. Basically everybody who was in the movie.
Yeah, pretty much.
But is there a reason it's so close to Foster's? Were you a voice in Foster's? Did you work on Foster's?
I don't think we'll actually get the reasoning for that, if I have to be honest.
I'm just doing some digging.
Yeah. I would love to know, but no.
No. Never voiced anything on Foster's. He just stole an idea.
Probably never even heard of Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends.
Doesn't he have kids?
Yeah, but I mean, those kids, depends on what year they've grown, where they were, you know.
Someone's got to bring this up to this man.
Eventually they will. As a running joke, does it as a running joke.
Somebody got to ask him. Because I'm curious. I want to know. All right. That's all you got today?
Yeah, that's all I got.
That's all I got as well. It's a slow episode today, guys. But
pretty much.
The next episode will be better. So,
hopefully.
If you want to email us, you can email us at onthegopod2023@gmail.com. You can find us on Instagram at onthego with Jacob and James. It's all one word. You can find me on Instagram, jacobsanton.audio. You can find James on Instagram.
And James9794.
You can also find us on YouTube, On The Go with Jacob and James. It's all one word. Please subscribe, follow, hit the bell, all the other things you need to do to keep us in your lives. And hey, if you were in Houston, hopefully you weren't affected by the storm too much. And if you were, thanks for listening to our show anyway. I know you have bigger issues right now, and the fact that you're listening to us is very nice. Thank you. All right, bye.
If you enjoyed today's episode, please follow and share the podcast with your friends and family units. If by chance you disliked the episode, then please share the On The Go show with your most hated enemies. Thank you and enjoy your day.